Howdy everybody, Big Fat Plus, and welcome back to the BygMan Plays Planescape Torment quest about Bormac. We last left off. I redid the first part of the three incarnations, and I did the proper way. Got the most story. Find out the first incarnation was the one that screwed up everything because he did something so horribly, incredibly bad that we'll never know what it is. We also learned his name, which we don't know what his name is. We have no idea what his name is. But now we're going to talk to Deanera and finish this. Before you is the ghostly form of Deanera. Her spectral gown seems stirred by some ethereal breeze. Her eyes rest up on yours, and you feel strange, destroying sensations as if you are looking at several pairs of eyes at once. Deanera? My love, at last I have found you. I searched for you after you were divided by the crystal. This fortress spans hundreds of miles, and I feared you were lost to me. Her ghostly eyes take your measure, seeing your bodies for, searching your bodies for new wounds. Are you well? I think so. The crystal divided me, but I am one again. Now I am trapped here, however. I suspect trapping here was the crystal's true purpose, but it poses no barrier for one such as I. She closes her eyes. Much do my eyes see, and the halls of this fortress are well known to me. If you're trapped here, my love, I shall see to it you are set free. Where is it you wish to go? I wish to speak for a moment, and tell you how you died, and why. What are you speaking of? Truth. When I brought you to this fortress, it was my intention that you die here. I needed someone to remain behind so that they would serve as a link to this place. I knew because you loved me so much and that your love would stave off death and allow you to become a spirit. That is why you suffer now. Deanera's face is a mask. Could you speak the words? Let's see here. Truth. I am sorry, Deanera. Do you love me? If you say yes, my love, then nothing that has happened mattered. I'm going to say truth. Though I did not know you at first, I have come to love you. Your suffering has become mine, and I have found that I will do what I can to help you. Then I'll aid you, my love. Tell me how I can help you, and I shall do it. I am trapped here. Can you help me escape? If you're trapped here, my love, I'll see to it you're set free. Where do you wish to go? Let's see. Not really. Let's see here. I wish to go where my mortality is and recover it. As you wish, my love. She stretched out her hand. Touch my hand. In the walls of this fortress there will be walls no more. Touch her hand.
I forgive what you have done. I shall wait for you in death's halls, my love.
And she goes. And she goes. Still don't know who we oh, it's Valor, Grace, Morty, Anna, Dakan. Where is your big ass? Where is you? Where are you, you big green bastard? Ah, crap. 1 second. I think I clicked. Whoops. Okay, so he's just across the way from us. Good. Where are you, you big green goober? Ain't that funny? The game crashed on me. Again. I guess it doesn't like me getting this close. Oh! Here we go. And here comes Count Jackassula.
So you have come. Then you shall die again.
I'm sorry, son. You ain't going to kill me. Let me save so I don't have to go through that thing again.
Done.
Alright, you big
So
great
you have
bitch!
come.
Yes, my foot's gonna go up your ass!
You are unwelcome here, broken one.
Okay, what'd you do to my friends? I got a celestial fire knife, I'm gonna jack you dead square in your solar plexus.
Are they dead? Yes. Unlike you, they have but one life. And they wasted it for your sake.
They died for you, as they always have. Such is the way of all mortal things. It is the fate of all that follow you, broken one. You have forgotten much. Why did you do it? They tried to harm me here, of all places. I defended myself. In so doing, mortality claimed them. Their deaths were by their own hand. I gave them the opportunity to part this place, but they seemed determined to help you, despite the cost of themselves. So you killed them, you big green bugger! The tiefling girl was especially fierce in your defense. Her feelings for you burned brighter than Elysium's fires. And the Tenari. She was quite strong. Her tolerance for pain would have shamed the Batzera themselves. I took no pleasure in their deaths. Bullshit! Then why did you do it? It was not my will. It was not I that brought them here. All of them had a choice, and they chose to die for you. It has always been the way of all that follow you. For they are tormented souls, seeking a release, but they know not why. You have forgotten this, and you shall again. Let's see here. I know you for what you are, and you are my mortality. Your armor is twisted like tree branches. Such things speak of Ravel's magics. Yes, I am that which was split from you by the hag's power. I am that which walks with all life. My voice is a death rattle, a last breath in the throat, the whisper of a dying man. I have been freed from the prison of your flesh. Freed from me? The moment I was split from your cancerous shell, I knew life. I knew freedom. I shall not surrender it to you. We were not meant to be separated, and the planes have suffered because of our separation. You know nothing of meaning and separation. Before your memory dies again, know that we were never meant to be as one. Bullshit! This should be the last time you and I speak, broken one. Then there is something I would know, spirit. I have traveled far, and there may be questions you can answer. I will indulge you this one last time. Then this fortress shall be silent again. Then my questions are these. Ask your questions, but know you shall never remember the answers. Let's see here, Let's see, let me check the options here. You've done everything you can to prevent us meeting from face to face. Why? Do you think I fear to face you, broken one? I do not. It's that why you sent shadows to kill me rather than trying to defeat me yourself. They never succeeded in killing me, nor will they. I send my shadows because their reach is long. It is my eyes that guide them. So the shadows can travel distances you cannot. There is nothing I cannot do. Yet you never traveled beyond these walls to fight me, only sent shadows. As how a coward fights. Oh, going Klingon on. My energies are needed to sustain this place, broken one, else it would be my hand on your throat with each of your deaths. I may not travel beyond these fortress walls for long. Yet even when I was within the fortress walls, you sent Ingus to try and stop me, when you could have stopped me yourself. The sorcerer was convenient. His rage for you runs deep. I thought it fitting he be allowed vengeance upon you. If the plains cannot teach you mercy, perhaps pain can. You wanted revenge for what? It doesn't matter. You have forgotten such things, and you shall again. So you sent him to try and stop me. But when he failed, you still didn't confront me. You put that crystal in my path to imprison me. Yes, the crystal is a prison. Perhaps one of the greatest ever devised. I use it, for I tire of tracking you across the plains, nameless one. You are difficult to find. I prefer you be kept close, where I may watch you. The crystal is such a place where you may be kept. I would know how you freed yourself from the crystal. Why am I difficult to find? It's of no consequences. Why not tell me then? I'll forget the same. I would know this last time. Just as there is power in names, there is power in not having a name. The eyes of the blade slide off such as one such as you, and one such as I. I would know how you freed yourself. Let's see. I had helped the woman I brought here long ago. Deanira freed me. The love-torn spirit. There are times I felt her echo in the halls of this fortress. She shall not free you again. She won't need to. There are things I would know. Ask your questions. I may be immortal, but Ravel told me the ritual was flawed. Whenever I die, I lose a fraction of my mind. In time, after many deaths, I shall lose the ability to even think for myself. It is of no matter. You cannot die. Your mind may be lost, but your flesh will live on. That is all that is needed. Needed? Why? We share a link, you and I. However small. I do not wish you destroyed, only far from me. So if you didn't want to kill me because... So you didn't want to kill me because if I were to die, that link would be broken. You cannot die. Well, if I cannot die, then you can exist. You're my mortality. Perhaps once, no longer. I have changed. I have transcended, become something greater. Perhaps so, but at your core, you're still my mortality. If I die, you die. You know nothing of what you speak. Your words are hollow, as is your shell. I think you know exactly what I'm saying. If I were to be destroyed, you would be destroyed. You listen, but you do not hear. Know that you cannot die. Actually, I can. Now that I have a golem for... Now, actually, I can. Now. I had a golem forge a weapon that can kill me. All it needed was to be brought to a place, cut off from the rest of the plane, so my immortality could not draw upon other lives. And here I am. You lie. Hold up the blade of the immortal! Ha ha ha! Thank you, Coatsmetal. I almost think I should have given you the damn Morchacute and kept it from the pillar. Would have been an evil act, but damn it, thank you! Hold up the blade. Do I? Look upon this blade, see its nature. If you're as all-knowing and as powerful as you claim, then you will know this is the weapon that can unmake me. And since we share a link, it is the blade that can unmake you. You would not dare such a thing! I'll use the blade on myself if you not surrender to me. You and I will both be destroyed. Now, I don't want to kill myself. I want to make him merge with me, so yeah. I could have also went another way, another path, using the information I obtained in the Bronze Sphere, but I like this way better. Yes, I will use the blade of my... Okay, yeah. It would be a fool's gesture. Your death would have no meaning. As I see it, I have two choices. Either I kill myself with this blade, or I let you kill me again and again, losing what few pieces of my mind I have left. I think I prefer the quick death, unless you have a third solution. There is no resolution to this matter. You will surrender the blade, then you will submit. You will leave this fortress, and you will leave without your memory. There is no other solution. There is one other one. Reunite with me. We will become one again, as we were meant to be. You know not what you do. If we are reunited, then it shall be an ending. That we showed no future for us. We shall go on to further torments. It is better that happen than the multiverse continues to suffer because of us. If we become one, we shall suffer. There is too much of the nature of the first one in us for us to be saved. We shall be damned. You know not what you do. No, I know very well what I do, and I think this is the only answer. Prepare yourself. Know that I have always hated you, broken one. When we are one, I will continue to hate you. When your shell dies at last, know that I shall take pleasure in your death. I can live with that, and so can the planes. Know that my hatred for you will unmake the planes. Prepare yourself. We shall be as one again, to your last moments of life. Before we do, what are my friends? It's possible to save them. I am mortality itself. The nature of life and death is something I know. Well, when we are one, my knowing shall be yours. Very well! I am ready to become mortal again. Get your ass over here! Now I've got your power! Oh, snap! Look at me now! Oh, snap! Ho ho ho! Oh, hell yeah! Morty. As you reach out with your power, Morty suddenly floats into the air. Hold up, Chief. You don't need to resurrect me. I was just kind of lying here, you know, listening to you. You were feigning death. Yeah, I mean, I'm already dead. Now, Chief, what happened to your voice? I am something else now. Time runs short, and soon time and fate will catch up with me. I will return you to Sigil, Morty, if you wish it. What? Return me? What about you? Come on, Chief. I may be a coward, but there's no way I'm leaving you in this place. Many other crimes that were committed with my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. You may not go where I will soon be. I could go with you anyways, Chief, if you wanted me to. I mean, we've been through work. Not this time. Perhaps one day you and I will meet again on another plane, but not now.
Not to get all misty-eyed, but it's been a pleasure, Chief.
Farewell, Morty. Oh, my girl. Oh, this is tugging. This is an ending, I tell you. You reach out your power and there's a rush of air, and Anna stirs. She raises her head slowly and then shakes it, confused. Anna, are you all right? Anna's eyes widen as she hears your voice. What? What happened to you? Your voice is like echoes of this. I have changed. I am something else now, and I cannot remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish it. What? Anna opens her mouth and pauses. What? Where are you going? Many other crimes that were committed with my mortality and I were split. These crimes carry a price. There is a place reserved for one such as I in the lower planes. It is punishment of a sort. But I don't want you to go. I will not forget how much you are willing to sacrifice for me, Anna. Anna nods. She looks like she's about to say something else, but then falls silent. But the unspoken thought remains in her mind, lingering. I do not need your words to know your heart, Anna. Farewell. What? No, farewell, kiss? My buddy Dakan. As your power touches him, Dakan takes a staggered breath and looks up weakly. Looks like he's barely clinging to life. Awaken, Dakan of Shiraklator, last wielder of the Karak blade. As he hears your words, Dakan nods slowly. Your voice. Have you at last come to know yourself? Yes, it was a difficult thing, and it cost many lifetimes. Many suffered so that I might know myself again. The knowing of oneself is a difficult path. And knowing it, I know where I shall soon be bound. Time and fate come here, even as we speak, and I will not be here much longer. I will return you to Sigil, Dakan, if you wish. Dakan falls silent for a moment. When he speaks again, his voice is sharp, as if severing a link. Know that once I owed you a debt. Know that you saved my life, and know that I followed you to settle that debt.
I have paid for your life with mine. The debt is settled.
Very well, Dakan. Our two deaths were as one. You will leave this place with your freedom. now, Grace. As your power touches fall from Grace, she rises dizzily to her feet. Even disoriented, she somehow manages to maintain her composure. Fall from Grace. Fall from Grace looks up, and she holds your eyes for a moment. Then she smiles. But it is a slight smile that carries more sadness than anything else. Your voice. So you have found yourself at last? Yes, the price was high. The cost was many lifetimes, mine and others. The price of such a thing is seldom measured in copper. Fall from Grace studies your features. Are you still? I am still the one you know. But my perspective has changed. I have not forgotten you, if that is your fear. Fall from Grace smiles again, the same sad smile as before. No, that was not my fear. I cannot remain here for much longer. My punishment calls, and fate and time shall soon be here. I'll return you to Sigil if you wish. That is not my wish. Fall from Grace reaches forward, and her hand slightly touches your arm. There is a slight tingling sensation, barely felt. Then she takes it away. I will find you again, no matter where in the lower planes you will be, just as you shall be able to find me. It may be a long time. Where I am bound, time is not measured in years, and the crimes I have committed are stronger than any cage. No cage shall separate us, and no plane shall divide us. Fall from Grace's face becomes like stone. Keep thinking of me, and we shall meet again. I shall not forget all you sacrificed for me. She shakes her head. Just do not forget me. Time may waste all things, but I shall fight it as long as I can.
Time is not your enemy. Forever is.
Perhaps so. Farewell, Grace. And now, the Mercy Killer. The slightest touch of your power seems to set the spark through Valor's armored shell. Rising there and refits itself into the semblance of a man. As the armor reattaches, two fires blaze within the helm. Arise, Valor! Valor's helm turns you, his eyes pulsing like twin heartbeats. Valor, justice's hand is swift, and it is coming from me now. I shall not remain here much longer. I will return you to Sigil if you wish. What crime has brought justice upon you? Many died so that I might live, Valor. The crime is great, and time and fate come for me even now. Let my words carry you. Justice is a teacher. In your punishment, find strength. Through punishment you will achieve perfection. Perhaps so, Valor. I will think upon your words. Know that should you escape your sentence, I shall find you, Nameless One.
The hand of justice shall not be stayed.
We shall not meet again, I think, Valor. I shall dwell in Justice's halls for a time, and the time shall not be measured in years. Farewell. And the Nameless One, who we still don't know his name. I could have searched it out, but oh well. Now we die, we wake up, and oh, it just kind of backflips up, and now we are in hell, in the Blood War, where we will be for a long time. There's the journal he leaves behind. He takes his axe and he goes off to fight. And that's the end of Planescape Torment. Holy frack, we did it. That was, whew, that was the longest game I have ever played. That was the longest LP I ever had. Good Lord. Whew, I mean, that ending alone. I don't even feel like I have to go and fight him. I don't have to. That whole last exchange was fracking worth it. That was beyond worth it. Oh man, that ending made me feel good about a game I haven't felt this good about an ending in fracking ever. never have I had an ending that made me feel that good, but also that bad. Oh, here we have the cast right. Dan Castellaneta is Nordrum. Keith David is Valor. John Delancey is Trias. And see, we got all... Sheena Easton, holy shit. Jennifer Hale, I don't know. Mitch Pileggi is the Con. Yeah, we're basically... Now, you're probably thinking at one... You're probably thinking... Am I going to do my usual score? You know what? With this ending, with this being my longest LP ever, and the fact that I don't even do it on the smaller games, I'm going to retire the whole score system. I'm going to tell you what I thought about the game straight up. I'm going to be honest, this game was long, and it had a lot of slow parts, you know, with all the dialogue and shit. Let's see. Okay. The game, it had, I mean, the biggest weakness this game has was its dialogue. There was literally so much dialogue that it got slow at times, which is why this took me, what, two and a half years to finally get around to finishing? Because it got so slow that I got mind-numbed. But once you hit the halfway point in the game, and you actually got like 5 to 6 party members, you know, well actually 4 or 6, the game started to pick up. The story started to pick up, and it started to actually make me feel more involved, which I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that immensely. You know, then it got to be, it still had its slow parts, but it started to really pick up, started to actually pull me in, and by the last fourth of the game here, I was invested. I wanted to see justice done! And justice has been done. I would have liked to know what exactly the first incarnation did, and what's his name, but what the first incarnation did, but you know what? I think with the way this game is, I think that's best left to you players. You know? I think this was a great game, in all, yes it was long as hell, but it was a great game. The mechanics were good. I would love to see a pen and paper module based on all the races and classes in this game. Maybe even a newer game. Actually, there is another game. There's another Planescape called Tides of Numeria or something. I can't remember. The text will put it on the bottom. That's actually just got funded on Kickstarter and is actually going to be released soon. Am I going to do that game? I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm definitely going to take a little bit of a break from long RPGs, but like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from long RPGs for a little bit, do some small stuff. You know, because this was, like I said, this was long. This was incredibly long. But again, like I said, I loved the game. Graphics were great. The sound is incredible. I think I really need to get the soundtrack. The soundtrack is impressive. I think I already have it because I got this on GOG from Bormac. But the soundtrack, you have to copy the soundtrack. The soundtrack was great. There were a couple of issues, you know, glitches, you know, a couple crashes here and there. That was fine. But you know, there's some lag, but you know, but still. If you want to know the full story, if you want to fight the Transcendent One in a different way, I urge you, or if you just want to play the game, I urge you, go get the game. Go get it on GOG. I think it's like $5.99 on GOG or something. Go get it. It's long, yes. There are some slow parts, but you will enjoy this game. You know, if you stick with it, this is one of those like acquired tastes. You know, if you stick with the game and you keep playing it through the first fourth, you'll start to get it. But you know, like I said, it's a little hard to keep with. But once you make it that halfway point, you're gonna start getting into the game, and you're gonna start enjoying it, and it's gonna really keep you invested. And like I said, this last part had me 125,000% invested in seeing the ending, and that was well worth it. Like I said, I'm not going to do the score thing. I'm retiring that because I don't do that for my shorter LPs. There are like 2 or 3 parts. I don't even do it for my small one, my shorter one, my one parts. I only do it for the long ones. What's the excuse of not doing it for the shorter ones? Just gonna retire that. Like I said, just quickly reiterate, I enjoyed the story. A little slow in parts. The graphics were very good for what they were, you know, I mean, of course I enjoyed Baldur's Gate very well. The control had some issue with the lag, but that's something it's fine with. But the story, once you get into it, that hooks you. And I actually am looking forward to the sequel when it comes out. But yeah, I've rambled on for enough. I'm sorry, I'm still a little energized after beating this. This is, you know, caught me real good. But I hope y'all enjoyed the LP all the way through. And until the next whatever I do, this is Big Fatty Plus. Sayonara. And never get the idea to try and make yourself immortal. Because then this shit might happen. And then in the end you might want to take and punch yourself. Because the Transcendent One is basically you, so you want to hit yourself. And you don't need to hit yourself, but still. Don't hit yourself.